I'm Sarah Whiston, RMT and clinic owner at Glebe Health House. I wanted to shoot this video today to talk a little bit about a common occurrence coming into the clinic these days. Chances are, if you're alive, you've probably experienced something called a tension headache. What a lot of people don't know about some of their intense headaches with pain at the top of the head and behind the eyes and even the base of the neck is that they're often arising out of really intense soft tissue or muscular tension or spasming. So I wanted to go over a few quick tips and tricks of some things that you can do at home or at work to really help relieve these areas and hopefully avoid taking a whole bunch of pain medications to help relieve that. So the first thing that you want to do to help tense muscles release is to warm them up. So you can get a heat pad on the area, you can take a hot shower, anything to increase the circulation in the area and also help get the muscle ready to be enticed to actually lengthen out and relax a little bit for you. So after the muscle is nice and warmed up, you can start to do a little bit of stretching and range of motion exercises. So often there's a lot of tension in the upper shoulder muscles, attaching into the shoulder blade itself, and then all the way up in through the base of the head. There's often a lot of tension actually coming all the way down through the mid-back as well. So I'm going to show you a few range of motion exercises and stretches you can do. Each one you want to hold for about 15 to 20 seconds. You don't want to elicit any pain. You want it to feel really good, and you just want to hold it at that point in tension. So you can slowly drop your chin towards your chest. Hold that. If you need a little bit of extra help, you can bring your fingers to the base of your skull and give a little bit of weight down, then come all the way back up. Next one that's really amazing is dropping your ear down towards your shoulder. You want to keep your opposite shoulder depressed. You're trying to increase the distance between the top of your shoulder and the base of your head here. So keeping your shoulder blade down is good, and then dropping your ear down towards the other side. Do both sides. You're usually going to notice that one side is tighter than the other, but you definitely want to make sure you're doing both sides. The last one that you can do is actually drawing in between those 2 points. So basically drawing your nose down towards your armpit. And once again, you can bring your hand to the top of your head to help with that a little bit more. Once you've done those basic stretches, you can do a little bit of local manual work. So I have a handy ball here. This is one of our melt method balls that we have here at the clinic. It's nice and soft, nothing too aggressive. You could also use something like a squash ball with a little bit less pressure, or even a tennis ball can work really well. So you can take the ball in the palm of your hand and you can start doing some kneading back and forth at the top of your shoulder, even in behind at the top of your back, and then send that ball all the way up alongside of your spine, all the way into the base of your skull. If you feel any particular area that it feels kind of good, chances are that's where you've got a little bit of a knot or buildup of adhesions locally, and you can kind of pause there, gentle compression in, then release after about 10 seconds, then maybe go back in with a little bit more pressure. Again, you don't want to kill yourself here. You're already in a ton of pain, so you don't want to put yourself through any more unneeded torture. The next thing that you want to do is go to the base of your skull and gently roll the ball back and forth, circular kneading motions, and then maybe even pausing in a couple of spots. I like to do the base of my head when I'm actually lying down on the couch or on my bed and actually just hold and let gravity kind of press up into the base of the skull. After you've done that, you can actually use your fingers as well, but the ball does help to save your fingers a little bit. So you can actually take your fingertips, come to the underside of your skull and gently compress up. Hold a little bit of tension and then gently release down, press up, kind of drawing the skin in and up underneath the base of the skull, and then let it go. You can also take your fist with the ends of your knuckles, kind of gently pressing in. With any of these movements with the ball or the hand, you can gently go through the range of motion in the stretch as well, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, and then halfway down, drawing your nose towards your armpit. So those can be really helpful to locally release some of those really, really tight monsters, especially in the base of your neck. The next thing that you can do after doing the range of motion exercises and a little bit of manual work is you can actually take a little bit of ice. Often if you have intense pain at the top part of your head or behind your eyes, chances are there's a lot of tension arising out of tiny little muscles on either side of your spine at the base of your skull. Sometimes there's a little bit of low-grade inflammation in those muscles, and so that's why ice is going to be really beneficial to just kind of help calm down some of that inflammation. So you can bring an ice pack, whether it's hard or soft, to the base of your skull and do a little bit of gentle massage there. And then after you're done that, you can even just place it against the back of your neck and lie down on it for about 5 minutes or so. If you have an ice cube, you can put it in a Ziploc bag, hold onto that, and do some nice circular massage there as well, just like you did with the ball. The last thing you can do after you've done all these things is give yourself a nice big smile. Hopefully your headache is gone, or you have tons of tricks that you can use now the next time you experience this nasty pain. And hopefully if you have any more questions, you'll come seek us out, Glebe Health House, at the Healthy Brain and Body Show this weekend. If we happen not to meet in person, you can always pop me an email. You can find our website at www.glebehealthhouse.com.